Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Agrarian Skies. I've been doing a lot of work off camera, or between last episode and this one, and I've actually been growing some rubber trees right there. And the nice thing about rubber trees is they only need 1 to 2 bone meal to grow a full tree, unlike the oak. And I can still use these rubber saplings to make more dirt. Also, I've been cleaning up the island a little bit, making it a little safer, as you can see here, and I expanded my tree farm, so I now have 6 trees. Back here, and I'm just going to go up this way for right now, I've expanded my carrots a little bit, and mainly what I did here was make a stairway down, because I'd like to go all of this to be carrots. So it'll help with the food source, but right now I think I'm doing pretty good. And the reason that I built the stairs is so I don't have to jump on my crops. And you know what? I've been doing a lot of work, and I think it's about time to maybe start working on another quest. So let me gather this extra dirt here, and you can see here these rubber saplings. Like I said, we can use those to compost down into dirt, just like the oak. And for right now, I'm going to actually, just to make sure that I keep at least one, I'm going to throw 1 rubber tree sapling in here, and the rest I'll just keep in my inventory. So I have a decent amount of dirt. I want to grab these stones too. I think I need my hammer. And if I look at my quest book, and go back to learning the skyblock, there's a couple different quest lines that I can go down. I can go down the mobs, fungus among us, melting stone, be resourceful. Now obviously I need to get some kind of stone for this. So I think, you know what, I think maybe either be resourceful or melting. Melting would really help us, because with just a little bit of lava, we can actually make a nice cobble gen. So I think I'm going to go that route. And since I do have a whole bunch of dirt, what I should be able to do is just go ahead and see if I can get some stone. Now the nice thing is I can get some seeds too. That's not mainly why I'm using this, but mainly to just get some stone. So I'm going to need some dust, and I put this barrel over here where the rain could hit it, so that way it could catch some water, because I need clay. Now once I have this one piece, then what I should be able to do is go ahead and put it down, and I'll just break it. And I should be able to make a unfired clay bucket. Now that is part of this. But what I also want to do is I want to go ahead and cook up this bucket. And I don't want to do that. What do I have that I can burn? Let's throw some planks or sticks or something. Let's see how a plank does this. We might need 1 stick. And I just don't want to use up the charcoal that I have. Now what I've been doing is I've been turning this rubber wood into jungle wood, like this, but you don't get as much as you do with the oak. So I've also been using it for charcoal, because there's not a lot of other uses for it. So let's get that turned into more charcoal, and I might as well just throw this stuff in here for right now. You can see I'm doing pretty decent on carrots. So now what I should be able to do is go ahead and get some more dust. Now, because I do have a bucket now, what I can do is go ahead and fill up this barrel without having to worry about the rain. So this will help me get even more clay, because I'm going to need that for the next part of the quest. So what I need is a little bit of porcelain clay, and I think I need 7. So I should be able to make an unfired crucible. Now that's all I need to do this reward here. So real quick, let's... Oh, good one. That's the first good one that I've gotten. And I actually have enough for a full heart. 4 lives remaining. Let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. That is really gonna help us out. So many... I don't know why I would need silverfish. So many different mobs, mob eggs. This is really... That's a really good reward this early. And so let's go ahead and fire up this crucible. Now I know I'm using up a little bit of charcoal, but it's not really a big deal. I have plenty of trees. So with this crucible, I should be able to start making some lava. And I think, you know what, I'm just going to put it right here and put a torch down. Now what that'll do is that'll go ahead and start heating up this crucible. And it'll hold 5 cobblestone, but I only want to put 4 in it, because 4 is 1 bucket of lava. Now while that's heating up, because that's going to take a little while, just because it's only a torch. While that's heating up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an area ready for a cobble gen. So I'm probably going to do it like probably right here. So I'll get this ready, and then I'll be back when we have some lava. There we go. This should work pretty well. I already have the flowing water, so might as well use it. And I made this little platform here out of the stained clay, so that way it doesn't catch on fire, because, I mean, most of my stuff right now is wood. So now that that's done, over here we should have some lava, and I moved my crucible so that way it's a little more accessible, and I can see right into it. So there we go. We have a clay bucket of lava. Now, if I remember correctly, when I use this, it's going to use up the bucket. Yeah, it does. But, at least now, we have a cobble gen. So I should be able to take my wooden hammer and just go ahead and sit here and smack on it and get some gravel. And if I do want some cobblestone, I can just use my pickaxe. So now that we have a cobble gen, it shouldn't be too hard for me to finish off the next quest in the line. So let me go ahead and get just a little bit here. That's probably enough. Because what we're going to need is one of each of the kinds of things that you can get with hammering stuff down. So we have the cobblestone, we have the gravel, we have 1 sand, and let's go ahead and get 1 dust. And I should be able to go right in here, and I believe it's be resourceful. And there we go. So, you know, I'm doing okay on hearts. Oh, there we go. That nice pickaxe. So I think I'm going to take a reward bag and just kind of see what I get. Oh, good one. Awesome. Whole bunch of saplings. Wow. I don't think I'm going to have any problem with food now. So, because I have my cobble gen here, I'm going to go ahead and put a chest here so that way I can, you know, throw cobblestone in it when I get it down. I'll probably also, let's go ahead and throw gravel, dust, that sort of thing in here. And let's look at the next quest. So we have this one. You know, we could go for this one here. Now, I think it's going to want us to do more than just iron or gravel. But that's going to open up quite a bit, like smelting and the fluid ducts. And I could go down this way, but I don't have a mob spawner just yet. And it's not something that I really have to have. Although it's easy enough to do. Just a little bit of rotten flesh and some bones. You know what? That might not be a bad idea. So let's pick out a nice area for mobs. You know what? I think behind the house here would probably be a good spot. So let me build out a little platform. Obviously, I'm going to need a little bit more in the way of wood and things like that. Ooh, I can make it out of stone. So I haven't made the mob spawner yet, but I did get a good amount of cobblestone. You can see here my new pickaxe. gone through more than half of it. So the cobble gen's working really well. And I made myself another clay bucket, and it's because I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more clay, because I don't have to go and do more of the, learning the skyblocks. I can actually go down different quest lines. And one of the quest lines that would probably help me out is right here, Hell's Kitchen. So if I pull up Hell's Kitchen, you can see that there's a bunch of different quests. And the first one to start with is the cooking channel, which I just need a juicer, bakeware, and a mixing bowl. And I have most of the materials to make all that. That's why I needed a little bit more in the way of clay, because I am going to need some bricks. So let me get these cooked up. And while I'm doing that, so that'll be the bakeware, let's look up mixing bowl, just some sticks and wood, and then I'm also going to need a juicer. Right there, juicer. So I'm going to need some stone and a pressure plate. Ah, that's easy enough. Well, I have plenty of cobble. So let's grab 1 stick and 3 wood. We'll go ahead and get our mixing bowl. And this is going to take a little while, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I have some stone. I should be able to make a pressure plate and a juicer. And then I needed some bricks, so I can go ahead and make bakeware. And so now I should be able to turn this in. Perfect. Oh, we got a juice. I need apples. 10 apples. I have 7. Okay. So I'm going to have to wait until I get a few more apples before I can turn in the second part. However, the nice thing is these carrots only do about half a nugget. But if I go and turn them into carrot juice, I believe it should do more. So that's something to help out with food. I'll throw the stone in here for right now. Actually, wow, this is getting pretty full here. Let's go throw this into like the stone chest out here. And I'm going to throw all of this stuff in here. Now, while I was waiting for that stuff to cook up, I went and made just a little mob spawner here. It's nothing fancy, it's just a room that's basically enclosed. So for me to get mobs to spawn, I'm gonna have to move away from it. So I'll probably have to stay like way over here, or even, over near my trees. So I'm gonna tend to my trees and see if I can get a few more apples. So I have a few more apples. And my mob spawner seems to be working. Not a lot of mobs, but, at least this is doable. And I don't have to get in there and deal with them. Now, the bad part is I do have to break into here every time I want to go loot it. But, eventually I have a better method that I'm going to do. There we go. So it'll spawn more mobs for me. And this carrot juice is doing really well. You can see here, it's 1 whole nugget instead of just half a nugget for the carrot. And it gives me a nice well-fed buff. So, let's see. Almost enough bones, because I need 10. And I need 10 rotten flesh, so I only have 2. So let's see. 10 apple juice. And manually submit. And ooh, we get iron. And another heart. So let's see, we got a good bag and fish jerky. I guess I'll eat that first. But the iron is really going to help us, because now I can make a regular bucket or, do something else with it. But for right now, I think we're doing okay. I'm going to make a little bit more in the way of carrot juice, because it's good for your eyes. Well, another wave of mobs here, and nice thing is I'm getting iron from the zombies. So that'll really help out. And I'll just go ahead and throw all this stuff. Almost enough rotten flesh. Almost. I also went and was doing a whole bunch of cobblestone with a hammer. And so now I have 2 stacks of gravel. So let's go down here. I moved my sieve over here. So that way it's right next to where I'm collecting everything. And I want to see if potentially I might get enough for, you know, some iron ore gravel. Ooh, an emerald. So I've only gone through 1 stack of the gravel that I had, and I definitely have enough broken iron ore. So I hope that this is the only thing that I need to turn this in. Looks like I need sand, or sand too. So let's go ahead and, that's easy enough, just break it down and make an ore sand. And now we need dust. I kind of figured that was coming. But at least with one of them, we're guaranteed at least 1 dust. So let's see. Oh, perfect. So let's go ahead and claim our reward and see what we get. I guess I can use them somewhere. That's kind of not a great reward. But at least now we have some iron ore dust. And I should be able to just go ahead and smelt this down into some iron. And I might as well do the same thing with these here. Go ahead and break them down, because it does have a chance to give you a little bit extra. See, like here I have an extra crushed iron. And I'll go ahead and, since this is still running, go ahead and use up those 2. Now, between this episode and next, what I'll go ahead and do is run through this gravel and try to get a little bit more, maybe in the way of emeralds and diamonds, and probably get some dust to see if I can get some redstone. And then next episode, hopefully I'll have at least a decent amount of metals, and maybe we can start making some of this stuff automated. Now obviously the trees are something that, you know, I might have to do manually, because I think the first thing that I want to automate is the collection of getting more metals. Go ahead and throw a like if you liked the video. Go ahead and comment, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.